And we love to have this discussion about market-like returns or concessionary returns. And I want to be frank that I am a capitalist. I believe in investing. I believe that profit is the lifeblood of a business. But as a follower of Christ, I've come to believe that maximizing financial return is not my top priority. And so I believe that it's appropriate to have funds like sovereigns and others that are participating in the public marketplace with traditional investments, seeking high returns in ways that honor Christ. But my book is really challenging to the body of Christ because most of us want to migrate toward the financial return because that benefits ourselves. When I look at managing money for God, I have to think about, what are his objectives? He commands us to go and make disciples to the ends of the earth. He calls us to be the salt and light of the gospel and to bring forth the great commandment, loving our neighbor as ourselves. And many of those times you can't do that in these difficult places and start with a financial return mindset. In fact, the kind of investing that we do as a professional, I would say you can't possibly get the appropriate return to justify the level of risk that we're taking. So if that's the metric that I start with, we might as well just abandon it. And I simply disagree that as Christians, we need to be in the marketplace. We need to be planting businesses in very difficult locations. And often we have to be making decisions to plant businesses where they may not likely succeed in the way that we normally think because the infrastructure isn't there, the trained workforce isn't there, there isn't reliable electricity or internet, there's high corruption. It's hard to start with a financial return mindset and be successful in those environments unless your priorities are how do we reduce unemployment from 80% down to 20%? How do we care for those who've been exploited because of human trafficking and making sure that they have jobs that can support their family without returning to that enslavement that they had been a part of? These are difficult questions, but I want to push the envelope with Christians to think that part of our role as stewards is to address those issues. And it's not about donations being sacred and business being secular. We can address those concerns in the making of the money, in the way that we invest, I think, in a way that's more impactful than just through donations.